Hello, everybody. Came out of the theater not too long ago after watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. It is 8:14 p.m. And without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss the details of this film and what I thought about it. And before I do, I want to thank each and every one of you for continuing to build my subscriber base. We are at 336 subscribers. Thank you for spreading the word about my channel and my written reviews and just overall work. I appreciate it from the very bottom of my heart. And let's go ahead and, as per usual, it will be spoiler free. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is another attempt at rebooting the franchise with this establishment as far as the Ninja Turtles franchise is concerned. Growing up in Spangdahlem, Germany, attending Spangdahlem Elementary and Middle School, every single child that I knew at that time had the Ninja Turtles toys. They had all the turtles, the villains, the Technodrome, and the Turtle Van. Now, for me, my parents, the very first ones they bought me was Baxter Stockman, a Foot Clan soldier, and Splinter. Now, if you didn't have at least one or all the turtles or even the turtle van, you weren't accepted as part of the cool kids, because the cool kids had the real main ones that everybody cared about to a certain extent. When my mother bought me Donatello and Leonardo along with the turtle van, from then on out I was accepted into the circle of cool kids, if you will. So in the first film, is still one of my favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cinematic outings of all time. The animated feature is still fun. Then you have the Secret of the Ooze. You can't go wrong with that simply because the guilty pleasure of hearing Vanilla Ice rap, ninja rap, is still nostalgic. There's just complete nostalgia all across the board. The third film, we're not going to talk about that at all because the less we focus on it, the better. The 2007 animated feature was the perfect blend of comedy and grittiness with establishing the Ninja Turtles universe. The 2003 animated series is still amazing. I still love that series. So hearing that this another Ninja Turtles was about to be established within the cinematic origins, and along with the fact that Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg was heavily involved in the production process, I must admit there was this hesitation within me because Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg are a complete mixed bag with certain people, and their brand of humor is not for everybody. So preparing myself to watch this film, I was expecting more along the lines of the usual Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg type of humor, if you will. Having said that, the animation style is a combination of, say, Coraline, Frankenweenie, and Paranorman mixed with the Spider-Verse type concept that has a unique combination. While it's not up there with Spider-Verse as far as the animation is concerned, I do appreciate the fact that they attempted to go more into original route. And now, hopefully, for the sequel, if there is one, they do more along the lines of what they did with Across the Spider-Verse or Puss in Boots. Have that be, or even the 2007 feature, have that be more along the lines of the solidified feature. If you want to have the turtles more into a gritty aspect. Now, there is this gritty feature to it, but it's just there were times where it was a bit jarring, but again, it wasn't too jarring to the point of where it was distracting, if you will. And I didn't necessarily hate it. I just would have preferred if they went more into the Spider-Verse, Puss in Boots, or the 2007 animated feature route, but that's just me. Uh, One of the interesting aspects about this film that it is essentially an origin story when it comes to Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Donatello. It What I found appreciative is the fact that it is more along the lines of setting them exactly how they would possibly be in a modern setting. And you're probably wondering, what do I mean by that? In a modern setting, it's obvious that to an extent they're children, they're kids, they're teenagers. And this film is actually obviously very much geared towards the children of this particular day and age, with the popular culture references of the time, and of course the technology and the lingo is very, it's very refreshing to see these characters starting off more as teenagers, as kids, before they become fully competent in their ninja abilities and become serious, if you will. So as they mature, provided there is a sequel, we'll see more of that. Uh, it's a very different take on the mythology. I will say that hearing these familiar characters that we grew up with from the very beginning, it I really just I love the fact that they are children. Now, Jackie Chan as Splinter was very amusing. Now, the highlight is Ice Cube as the main villain, Superfly. There are moments where he is amusingly entertaining and then downright frightening, and he has some of the best humorous lines in the film. I mean, he is. There were moments where I did find myself chuckling because you could tell it was just one of those type of production aspects where it's okay. We are just going to have a complete ball with these characters, and we're going to have fun and make it entertaining, and we're not going to try to make it deep and philosophical. We just simply want to make a product that is going to be geared more towards kids without having it be too traumatizing and sad. But also I will say that it is very fast paced. The film is, I want to say, it's 90 minutes. It goes by fairly quick, so you're sitting there before you know it, it's over. It doesn't feel long. It doesn't drag. It's just simply, it is what it is as far as this presentation is concerned. I really did enjoy the overall presentation of it, and I'm just hoping that for the sequel that they're able to rein in Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg more, because I want to see the Turtles continue to grow into a more mature-based characters where you see them becoming more confident in their abilities, and as more threatening villains begin to emerge into the storylines, we'll see hopefully them become more of the characters that we are overly familiar with. Now, if there is going to be a sequel, I have no idea, but I hope there is, because I do believe that this universe, with the way they told the story, has massive, massive potential. Because the characters, the chemistry between the voice actors was absolutely amazing. Even the animation style, despite it being jarring at times, was still relatively fun and offered a unique perspective. The music is fun. I loved hearing "Push It to the Limit," for example. And be sure to stay for the after credit scene, because you do not want to miss it. It is still, there are some certain things about this film that I don't like. I didn't particularly care for the presentation of April O'Neil. I felt that they did such a disservice to her character, and the focus on humans at times was a bit off-putting for me. So there again, I don't want to go into too much of the details for it, because I don't want anyone to think that this is a full negative review, because it's not. There are just certain things that I didn't particularly care for about the film. So hopefully, if there is a sequel, they'll improve upon that. That's my review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I hope you all enjoyed it. For my final rating, I'm still going to give it a 2 thumbs up and an 8 out of 10. There's a lot of improvements that can be made here and there, but other than that, that's my review. And the next one is going to be the Last Voyage of the Demeter. Be on the lookout for that. And take care, and peace out.